how to influence people. We're going to deconstruct a kind of playbook for control piece by piece. So let's just jump right in with the big question that our source material poses. What is the most cunning way to control people? It's a heavy start, I know, but it really sets the stage for the kind of thinking we're about to dive into.
The source suggests that if you ever feel like you are outmaneuvered or a step behind, it's not actually about you. It's not a personal failure. Instead, it argues that you just don't know the rules of the game. It says it's not because you lack ability, it's because you haven't learned the playbook. So for the next few minutes, let's flip through this playbook together.
All right, let's get right into it. The very first page. Play number 1 is a tactic called the Art of Sidelining, and it's all about what you do when someone doesn't want to play along.
So what's the big idea here? Well, it's surprisingly sneaky. The playbook says, don't even bother arguing with someone who's not cooperating. A direct fight? That's a waste of time and energy. The smarter, more effective move is to just isolate them, to make the resistance totally irrelevant. And here's how that actually looks in practice. It's this two-sided coin, right? On one side, you've got the people who are obedient. They get rewarded, out in the open, for everyone to see. But the defiant ones, they're not necessarily fired, not right away. Instead, they're just methodically pushed to the side. Their work suddenly gets harder. A vibe is created where, if they're not around, nothing really notices or cares. It's all about psychological pressure. Okay, so that's how you handle one person. But what about a whole group? People who might team up against you. Well, that brings us to the next play, a real classic, updated for the modern world. Play number 2, divide, reward, and rule. And the playbook gets super specific here, like it's a recipe. Step 1, take a big group and break them down into small teams. Step 2, get each of those little teams to pick their own leader. Step 3, and this is the absolute key, give that new leader a little extra cash, a pay bump. And the final step, just sit back and watch as their loyalty shifts away from their friends on the team and up towards you, the one who gave them the raise. So why does this work so well? The source is just brutally honest about it. It says, the lure of a higher salary will dissolve even the strongest alliances soon. Basically, money is being used as a wedge. It's a tool to crack a solid group apart, turning allies into competitors who are all looking to get ahead. So we've talked about tactics for individuals and for groups. Now the playbook goes even deeper. It gets personal, digging into pure psychology with play number 3, playing on hopes and fears. And check this out. The strategy isn't one size fits all. It's all about custom fit manipulation. According to the playbook, you figure out what makes a person tick, what their biggest vulnerability is. For someone worried about money, you dangle the promise of wealth. For someone who feels lonely, you offer them comfort, a community. And for the person who is maybe a little susceptible to flattery, you sell them a grand, beautiful illusion about themselves. It's about finding the right key for the right lock. Okay, so we've seen all these different plays, right? Sidelining, dividing, psychological games. But here's the thing. The playbook says those are all just tools. They're just the warm-up act for a much, much bigger goal. And that brings us to the final and most critical rule in the book, the final move. Mindset is everything. So what's the point of all this? Is it about getting rich? Getting famous? Nope. According to this philosophy, real, lasting power isn't about the money in your bank or your job title. The most powerful form of control is being able to shape how someone else thinks. If you can get inside their head, everything else just falls into place. And this right here, this is the end game. The ultimate strategy isn't to boss people around. It's way more profound. It's about planting your dreams inside their minds and making them believe those dreams are their own. You get them to chase your goals for you, with all their passion and energy. So there you have it. We've just walked through this pretty cynical playbook on control, from sidelining people and dividing teams to playing on their deepest hopes and fears, all just to shape how they think. The playbook is open. And that leaves us with one last, really important question to mull over. Now that you've seen the playbook, how will you read the game?